Hey, welcome everyone. Okay, it looks like we're a little quiet today. Not sure of who's around. I know there are a lot of Halloween specials going on. Hello, Renee, how are you? Oh, sorry, Riri. Sorry, let me just lighting an incense stick here. Hi, Unicorn and Rainbows. So we have Riri, hi, how are you? And Unicorn and Rainbows. Happy Halloween. Right. Okay, for those, whoops, didn't mean to do that. Okay, so don't forget, guys, you get 2 free cards for your tarot reading. 2 free cards for your free tarot reading. If you want to donate, hi, Content, how are you? You'll get your normal what you would get for your donation. You always get little extra cards, plus you get an extra free cards tonight. So don't forget, if you want a tarot and oracle reading, so you want something a little bit more in depth, please use the pinned link or the links down below. Please type your question in once. So Riri, Unicorn and Rainbows, and Content, if you can just type in your questions. Hi, Queen. How are you? So please just type in your question once. That will be really cool. That will really appreciate it. You don't need to type it in again. Just once you've typed it in, that's great, because I will scroll back to your question, no problem at all. So if you want a tarot and oracle reading, you want something a little bit more in depth, anything from $1, use the pinned links or the links down below. If you don't use the Ko-Fi link, please let me know so I know. So I'm just waiting for Riri. She typed in first. Then Unicorn and Rainbows, Content, then Queen. So if everyone can just type in their question, just give me a minute, just take a breath. Just trying to reconnect as well. Right, Riri, I haven't got a question from them, so I'm going to start with Unicorn and Rainbows. So I'm going to start with them, then Content, then Queen. So when Riri types in their question, I will do hers as well. I'm just sort of getting myself balanced. Let's get ourselves clear. Everyone just take a nice deep breath in through your nose. Now it's through your mouth. Right, let's get sorted. Okay, so we've got Unicorn and Rainbows first. Okay, will November be a good month for me and my loved one? Okay, I'm going to start with Ghostbusters. Whoops, daisy. Pull the box out. It was really clever. Just like to take my time, get a little bit of thing. Okay, so for your free reading, you'll get 2 tarot cards. If you want a tarot and oracle reading, don't forget to check out the links, the pinned links or the links down below. Pinned link or the links down below. Right, will November be a good month for me and my loved ones? Okay, so what's going to happen in November for you? Queen of Marshmallows. Month of being organized. 7 of marshmallows. They're kind of interesting because it just tells me, I know you've said a yes and no question, which I would normally use just the angel answers, which I will do as well. Let's just sort of get a bit of the thing here. Okay, so we've got Queen of Marshmallows. Queen of Marshmallows is someone who is organized. It reminds you that this month, for you to have a really good month, it's really important that you stay organized, stay grounded in a way, allowing yourself to really focus on what you truly want this month. Okay, for you to have a really good month this month, it's really important that you are generous as well. Queen of Marshmallows talks about being generous. So let's have a look here. Okay, so it's about choosing, it's interesting, choosing the direction that you actually want to go into. So it's all about the choices you make. For November to be a really good month, it's really important that you are organized, you're kind, you're generous. That sort of energy comes out with the Queen of Marshmallows. And with the 7 of Marshmallows, it's really important that you focus on what you want to harvest in your journey. So it's all about the choices and the decisions that you choose to make this month, whether it's going to be a good month or not. It's all about the direction that you choose, is basically what it's saying here. It's all about what you choose to do daily is going to make a big difference to your having a good month for you and your loved ones. It's all about decisions and choices being made. That's the only way it can be a good month. Okay? So it's all about the choices, decisions, being kind, being organized, being generous, allowing yourself to focus on what do you truly want to bring into this month. Yeah, super important. Okay, put that back in the box. Next was content. So I'm waiting for Rari's question. Right. A general for tomorrow. Let's do Buffy. Welcome. Okay, content. General for tomorrow. Hi, Maria. Aisha. General. Where's content? Okay. Okay, temperance. Temperance is about staying calm, serene, making sure things are in moderation is kind of really important. To use your own power and your strength to move forward on your journey. I think it's about having the courage to do to make a decision and how you choose to react to the situation. Temperance is all about moderation. So it's making sure that things are not excessive in any way. Allowing yourself to stay calm, stay serene is really important here. Allowing you to use your own power, your own strength, your inner power, your courage to move through. Something may happen tomorrow that you're going to have to stay really calm, and it's going to take a lot of inner power, inner strength to stay calm. Okay, that's quite important for you to just remember. Now, it may not be something huge, but it may be something that's sort of triggering. And so this is a reminder to how you choose to react in that moment when something sort of comes up that may not be positive in some way. So this is reminding you, take a breath, stay calm, choose how you choose to react. It's going to take a lot of inner power, inner strength to deal. Now, it doesn't mean that you can't be assertive or use your words in any way. But it's important that you choose how you react. Choose, that's kind of important here. Temperance here reminds us to stay calm, stay serene, make sure we're not excessive in the way that we choose to react. Strength is about courage, inner power, inner strength, endurance, stamina, those sort of things as well. Okay, Queen. I'm talking about, will you get a job next year? Okay. So again, you're asking a yes and no. You're asking a yes and no question. So with a yes and no question, let's do this first. Will you get a job next year? Hi, Nicole. Okay, will you get a job next year? Yes. Sometime next year in 2025, there is a job waiting for you. Talks about you being bold, be dynamic, be confident in the job that you actually want. Okay. Now, there are some situations that may disappoint you, may not be, you may not get everything that you want, but there is definitely, be bold, be confident. There's definitely a job coming up for you. It may not be what you want, may feel a bit, at times, like it's a bit desperate. So be patient. I think there's a sense of being patient. Be confident when you go for your job interviews. You will get a job, but it may not be what you expect. It may not be the job that you expect or the job that you want, but there is definitely a job out there. So it may feel like things are getting a little bit that you feel a little bit desperate, or feel like things are not quite going according to plan, but you will get a job. Okay. Right. Sure. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Right. Next. Does Z family want to see me in person? Hi, Anna. Okay. Let's have a look. Yeah, I know. I know who that is from. Okay. Yep. They do want to see you in person. So let's have a look. Okay. Queen of Pumpkins and Knight of Pumpkins, which is kind of interesting. Okay, so we get that sense of this is going to be a bit of a slow process. I do feel as though the mother, something to do with the mother. I think she's quite, I want to say prim and I think she is quite prim and proper, like in the way that she wants to act. Not necessarily that she is, but she wants to act. Yeah, I think the mother is definitely part of it. And of course, the son. I do get the son. A bit of a slow process. like, I think he wants to take his time, but he's quite materialist. I think the sun is quite materialistic, is what I want to say here. He's quite, I feel like the sun or the Z, there is also a materialistic aspect to him. And I'm not talking money or anything like that. I just feel like as in making sure that you are who you say you are. But as in you're as beautiful as, yeah. So anyway, I think the sun is definitely materialistic. And so, and I think it's definitely to do with the mother. So yes, they want to see you. But they want to get to know you, know who you are, what you're about. Be prepared for a lot of questions. Hi, Eagle. Make sure you type your questions in if you've come in. Welcome, welcome for those that have come in. Okay, sun's a mechanic. Oh, materialistic. Yeah, sun is materialistic. Oh, just materialistic in general. Just likes good things, pretty things. Right. Okay. So, okay, welcome to those that have just come in. Make sure you type your question in once. Now, you normally get 2 free tarot cards in your reading. 2 free tarot cards in your reading. If you want to donate anything from $1, tonight for the Halloween special, you will get extra cards. You'll get your normal, what you would get if you donated, plus you'll get 3 extra cards on top of that. So you'll get quite a lot in the tarot and oracle aspect if you donate tonight. Okay? If you donate tonight, you will get extra cards for your reading, tarot and oracle. So you get 2 free cards for your tarot reading, but anything, if you donate, you get, of course, extra cards. And it does help support the channel, guys. When you like the video, I know you subscribed, which is absolutely awesome, and I appreciate that. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you click those thumbs, thumbs up. Make sure you like the video because it does help. And also, if you donate, it helps me to bring more different decks into the collection. It helps with cloths. It helps with paying for my service, the things that I actually have to pay for in regards to the business aspect of it all. So, yeah. Right, Marie, you're next. So don't forget, if you guys do donate anything from $1, it does help the channel. It does help me, so I'm able to do more of these services. I know I've done them every day this week, but starting from next week they won't be every day. It was only just because of Halloween that I was building up to using my Halloween decks. And so, hi Helena, how are you? So don't forget, everything from $1 is going to help put back into the business. Okay, Michal, I'm really in love and serious towards Natalie. Okay, so who's Natalie and why do you need to know? Feels very much third party sort of reading, and you've asked a yes and no question. Is really in love and serious towards Natalie. Okay, so let's have a look here. They might be in love, but it's unlikely that it's serious. There's definitely a love connection to them, but when we say that it's unlikely to be serious, is it because of their youth? Just because someone's in love doesn't necessarily mean that it's serious, but it doesn't mean it's long term either, which is what I think the cards are sort of saying. I'm going to do Tarot Z for this one. Okay, unlikely. Right. Okay, so let's give us a little bit more information in regards to the in love and serious. Okay, so we've got 3 of things. Feels like it's a task to be created. It's something created. It's kind of interesting. It's work involved. And we've got King of yes, kind of interesting. So it just feels like you're sort of intruding on somebody else's. Yeah, Maria, you asked a yes and no question. Okay, Marie, you asked a yes and no question. So, of course, you get the unlikely, and then I get the tarot to give it a little bit more information. But it's sort of like Spirit sort of saying to me, wait a minute, is this a task that is yet to be completed? Like it's still developing. This is a relationship that's developing. Okay, they're telling me it's a relationship that's developing, and and it feels like the male in the relationship is always looking for opportunities. Yeah. Okay, so it feels like it's unlikely that it's a serious relationship, because it feels like the male in the relationship is always looking for new opportunities with the king here. And it's a task that's something that's still in is your sister. Okay, Natalie's your sister, by the way. Okay, so it feels like it's still developing. Okay, we look at this as though it's still developing. It's still growing. It's still being created with the 3 of spheres, or 3 of coins. Feels like the relationship is still developing. Okay, so I think he's always looking for that opportunity for something to develop, something to grow. So it's unlikely to sort of, what they're saying is this is something that's very much in the now, in the moment. Okay, and it's either be in the moment. Okay, maybe that's what's picking up. So it's unlikely to be serious. It's very much in the moment. Yeah, always looking for something else. Yeah, I know what you mean. So that's what I got with the King of Coins. Always looking for something else. Always looking for new opportunities. It's a very much in the moment relationship. And until she's ready to move on, up to her, of course. Right. Next is, let me just do this. Aisha, sorry, you were asking because you have trouble with my accent. Okay, sorry. Yeah, materialistic is not necessary. When they're talking about materialistic, it's not necessarily money. Maybe it's very much about the surface appearance. What's on the surface? You know, what's on the sense of, what's on the surface. They're always looking for, like, not necessarily money, but maybe making sure that you look good on his arm, that sort of thing. When we're talking about materialistic, it doesn't necessarily mean money as such. Right, Maria. Nicole. I am going through everyone's reading. Please just be patient. I will get to you. If you've just come in, I will do your reading. If you've typed it in once, make sure you type in your question. If you've come in, just type your question in and I will scroll back to you. Okay. Nicole, do my guides touch my head? Okay. Oh, here we go. quite interesting when we get some of these cards, when you ask a yes or no question, we get about choosing a new direction. So it's sort of telling me no, in a way, that somebody's touching your head, but it's not necessarily your guides. Could be an ancestor, or it could be someone else, someone who's passed. I actually got a great grandmother or a grandmother's, sort of a very sort of grandmothery, great grandmother sort of energy. So I don't know whether a great grandmother or grandmother has passed, but I don't feel like when I get choose new direction here, I get that it's not your guides that are touching your head. I think it's more of an ancestral energy. So kind of interesting, Nicole, because I sort of get a message from the beloved. So I feel like it's a message from someone who has passed. Oh, that just flew out. Yeah. I don't think it's your traditional guides. Yeah, your ancestors are not necessarily your spirit guides as such. They are your ancestor guides, definitely. Okay, we've got someone who was a survivor. I want to say they were a survivor of a war, or they were a survivor of something that was harsh. They were a harsh, a survivor of some sort is what I'm getting here. That's who. So do you know if any of your ancestors were in the war or something like that? That just came up super strong. That's what sort of pulled out. Whoa. Okay, Nicole. Oh. Okay. This seems important. Okay, kind of interesting because you got the survivor who was quite, I want to say, bohemian in the way that they dressed, like they were quite out there. So they didn't dress like the normal, everyday sort of type of person. They had their own unique style. This is just an act of love. I want to say that there with an act of love. And that's how I feel like your ancestors did. So that was kind of important there. Oh, pardon me, stomach. Be careful of expectations as well, Nicole. Um, Not everything is as we expect it. Just be open to receive. So that's something to sort of think. I get someone who was a survivor of some sort of war. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but definitely get that connection, that act of love. And it was somebody who, like, she's very, or they're very, yeah, it's she. She's very unique in the way that she dressed. Like when you see a photo of her, she doesn't dress like everybody else. So something to think about it. So she's just saying, be careful of expectations. That's kind of important, Nicole. All right. I'm just going to do something. A minute. I just want to do something here. Okay, Nicole, that's done. I thought it was quite important for you. Right, next. Nicole, Anna, right, Anna. Did Anna type in a question? No. Okay, so no question from Anna at this stage, so I'm going to do Gabriella. Gabriella typed in a question. Oh, Anna, I'll do you next. Did C dislike me because of our ugly discussions? I don't think she disliked you because of your ugly discussion. I just don't get that sense of ugly discussions. Okay, that was interesting. Just reconsider popped out as well. So I think there's some stuff that you might need to reconsider in the discussions or things like that. I don't think she really disliked you. I just didn't think she appreciated the discussions. But let's get into this a little bit more with the labyrinth. All right. Just sometimes cards will come out and I'll just let them come through. Okay. That was clumsy. Okay, that jumped. Right. So it feels like it's unlikely that she disliked you. Let's have a look and see what it says. Okay, life's ups and downs. Definitely feels like there. And 4 of Wands. Okay, which is a moment to sort of pause, reflect. Agreements. Just trying to build foundations. I'm just trying to think, celebrate life, connections. Okay, so we get this life's ups and downs. Okay, there are always challenges. We move through new cycles. So maybe there's some things that can be talked about or discussed. It just feels like life's ups and downs. And then we get 4 of Wands. And 4 of Wands is that sense of, I just get the sense of just taking a pause for a moment and looking at achievements and contracts, agreements. When we think about marriage and things like that, it's more like an agreement. So I don't feel like it's I think it's just a discussion. So life's ups and downs. I think it's really about communicating. It really is about that sense of being able to take a moment to pause and reflect on what actually went on. And was it, it's okay to disagree. It's okay to disagree. You don't always have to agree. That's life's ups and downs. That's life cycles and things going on. So it's really about being able to have that agreement or that discussion. I still keep getting the word, I still get that discussion is quite important here, to be able to build new foundations, to have an agreement, to disagree. It's okay to disagree. So yeah, Wheel of Fortune is that life's ups and downs. So I don't feel like there's a dislike. I just feel like it's a disappointment in what was. So there are some things that need to be talked about and discussed, but in a calm way. It's okay to disagree. So no, I don't get that there's a dislike. Maybe more of a disappointment. Right, Anna. What did you list? I think of the text message that my mum sent to you recently. Okay, let's do Lord of the Rings. You're welcome. What did Ulissa think of the text message? Don't forget, guys, when you support the channel, it does help me do more of these readings. So, more of these lives. What did Ulissa think of the text message that my mum sent to her recently? Okay. Okay. I'm getting, it's quite interesting because I get the Empress and the Magician here. So I get the Empress as being someone who's kind, caring. So did your mum send quite a caring message? Or mothering, smothering, maybe sort of a smothering energy. Maybe she's being a mother bear, a mother protector. So I'm just getting that sort of mothering energy. Okay, Ulissa thought of your mum as being a mothering energy. So I don't know whether that's a good energy or whether that's overbearing, but it definitely feels like the mother. And then we get the Magician, which tells me it's about looking beyond the illusion. So in a way, I feel like your mother might have been, or interfering sort of energy. Maybe Ulissa thought that the text message from your mum was interfering in some way. I don't know, but I do get that sense of it's looking maybe your mum needs to look beyond. Hi, Sid. Mum needs to look beyond the illusion. Look below the surface. Maybe there's more going on to the situation than your mum might have realized. So yeah. So, and remember, this is Ulysses. This could be Ulysses' perception on what actually happened. So you're talking about a mother, text from your mum. Maybe she thought she was being overly mothering. Can be overly mothering, and maybe she's thinking, well, can you look beyond the illusion? Maybe it's not all what it seems to be. Maybe there's more to the story. Okay. So there might be more stuff going on beyond this, below the surface here. Okay, so, oops, have I missed somebody? Gina. Waiting for Gina's question. Okay, guys, if you've come in and you haven't typed in your question, like Riri, she didn't type in her question, and Gina, I didn't see a question from you. If I've missed your question, I'm sorry. Did I do Eagles General for the next 24 hours? I think I did. Oh, right. Helena, right. And then Sid. I'm not going to be on for too long today. So if you guys want any more information in regards to your reading, or you want to dive into your tarot with a tarot and oracle reading with the extra cards, make sure that you donate, because we're getting close to the end here. I was up a little bit earlier today, and I'm starting to feel it a little bit. So I want to go and relax in the spa. Right, did Mr. Barbara. So what I'm going to do here. Okay, after Barbara, I think. After this one here. Did Mr. Barbara think I charged? No, Sid, I've got time for you. I've got another 20 minutes. So there's plenty of time. I've got 20 minutes. I didn't realize there was a card missing. Right. Did Mr. Barbara think I charged her and her husband a lot of money for a job as a babysitter? Kind of weird, some of the messages that are coming through. Oh, okay. I get that now. Okay. So I get the sense of reconsidering, but what I get here is that you need to think about your value. Okay. What you charged is because of who you are. Maybe you've got experience in babysitting. Maybe you do a lot for the baby or the children in the thing. How many children are you babysitting for? I think it's important that you don't undervalue yourself for babysitting. And so that can be a little bit things about, don't let people decrease what you charge for a babysitting job. Okay, so it's saying it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks, is basically what they're saying here, is what Spirit's saying here. Doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. Okay, so it doesn't really matter what anybody else thinks, but let's have a look and see what. Oh, okay. They popped out. Let's see what the cards have to say. Be bold, be confident. Kind of interesting how these two cards keep coming out. You know, this is it's kind of interesting because I get Knight of Wands and Queen of Wands. So I get the sense of being confident. I think it's important for you to be passionate for what you do, but also that sense of moving forward quickly. You know, don't hesitate. Don't hesitate with what you charge for a reading. Be confident in what you charge for a babysitting job. I mean, not for reading, for a babysitting job. I think it's important for you to be confident. Doesn't matter what anybody else thinks, whether it's a lot of money or not. It's what you charge. So be confident in what you charge. They're basically telling me it doesn't matter what they think. If they charged her and her husband, if the Barbara, Mrs. Barbara, I charged her and her husband a lot of money for their job as a babysitter. I think it's important for you to be confident in what you charge. So they're telling me to, you know, reconsider your own thoughts, your own ideas about what you charge for a reader, for a babysitting job. It's all about what you charge that's really important. Okay, it's what you charge. You know, it's your experience, what you do for the job. So they're basically saying, you know, don't worry about what you charge for a babysitting job. Reconsider what you think about it. Don't think of it as being a lot of money. Think of it as being, that's what I'm worth in a babysitting job. So that's sort of really important here. Be confident. Don't hesitate in what you charge. Sometimes people can undervalue a babysitter, especially if you're dealing with children and things like that. Oh, Gina, you finally put in your message. Great. Cool. Right, Gina's question, and then I'll do Sid's. Right, what did Jay feel about me when we had a long distance relationship? Right, I'm just going to put this in here because I'm just doing ending soon. What did Jay feel about me when we had a long distance relationship? And I'm getting the occult tarot. Now you've got to remember these are their perceptions, not necessarily facts. What did Jay feel about you? Let's have a look. What have we got? Kind of interesting. Four of Wands and Death. Okay, Four of Wands tells me that there is a sense of, I want to say a connection of some way, building foundations, but we get the Death with transformation and changes going on. So I don't know if they felt, I get that sense of, they definitely felt there was some sort of connection, building foundations, but there was a lot of changes, a lot of transformations expected in the relationship as well. So I don't know if they expected you to move or, things to, there is also that ending. Yeah. So it definitely feels as though there is that sense of transformation and changes going on within the relationship they expected, or about you. They wanted you to, I think they felt that there was a lot of changes, a lot of, I just feel like there's a lot of change, a lot of transformation. But they definitely felt like there was some connection here, some sort of connection, some sort of agreement in some way. So it just feels like, I just get the sense with Four of Wands, there's that sense of agreement, that sense of connection, a marriage, a unity of some sort, a sense of building some sort of foundation. But also felt like there was a lot of changes, a lot of transformation needed or was going on during the relationship as well. So yeah, felt there was a lot of stuff going on. Okay. We're getting into the last readings. Okay, so this is the end of the readings. This is the last one. So let me just type these up, or the last two, should I say? Okay. Sid, I will do yours, but I'll just do Kim's quickly, only because I want to do yours in a little bit more. Okay, Kim said, why reprehend your kids when I told her that I saw them stealing at my grocery store? Okay. So did they discipline her children? Did why discipline her children? Why is this card coming up a lot? Okay, things that people are not doing what you're expecting of them. Doesn't feel like she disciplined them in any way. I don't think she disciplined them. I think there's more to this story. Okay, let's have a look at Supernatural Tarot. So let's have a look and see if we can get a little bit more information. I just don't feel that she disciplined them. It's unlikely. And I think there's more to the story about this. Okay. It's interesting because she's at a bit of a crossroads about the situation. Because I think a lot of it is that she's her own ruler. It's like for what she does, it's like it's her way or the only way sort of thing. So I'm getting the sense, like I get the Emperor as someone who sort of takes what they want without thinking about the consequences and things like that, or how it hurts others. So I'm wondering if there's a part of it where I get the sense of her being the Emperor in the family sort of aspect of it, where I keep getting that sense of taking what they want with, doesn't matter who they hurt. So I get that feeling that that's why she might be at a bit of a crossroads, where it's more about them being told off for being caught. You know what I mean? I don't think she's as honest. I sort of get with the Emperor here a bit of dishonesty, a bit of my way is the only way sort of thing. I'll do what I want to do when I want to do it, sort of energy. And so I sort of get that sense is that, oh, I think you need to be very aware when she comes into your store as well. So I think it's more about, it's not, what I want to say is that she didn't tell them off for stealing. I think it's more about, well, she didn't discipline them for stealing. She disciplined them for being caught. You know what I mean? So I do get the sense of just being aware. I think next time, I think if you do catch them again, I think it's important that you call the police, because that's the only way it's going to be dealt with. So yeah, no, it's unlikely that she actually disciplined them for stealing. It's more likely that she disciplined them for getting caught, is basically what I'm getting there. But I think you just need to be safe. Just play it carefully. Just be aware. I think you just need to be aware. I think you just need to be a little bit cautious, careful who you trust in that aspect. Okay, last reading, Sid. And then I'm going to go and relax. Right. Okay, so what's going on with this one, with E correctly? Okay, so you've still got some stuff going on, and you've done... E, what's going on here? What? Okay, E, what's going on here? Yes, sun shining on the situation. So it feels like things are moving in the right direction with it all. Just 4 of air. Remember to take a pause. Take a moment to reflect. Yeah, it feels like sun shining on the situation. Take a moment to pause and reflect. Here we've got 7 of water. So remember, not everything is as it appears. And we get 2 of water with the connection. Definitely feels like things are starting to move in the right direction. I feel like things are going to start moving in the right direction. I know things have been difficult for you, but it's telling me that if you can just take a pause for a minute, be patient, things are going to start coming out into the whole situation. Not everything as it seems. I just keep getting that with the 7 of water. Is like when you see a shiny cup, or when you see something going on, it's not always out of maliciousness or anything like that. It's not about being mean or anything. There's more stuff going on below the surface sort of energy. And so I feel like an open connection is sort of coming, an emotional. I feel like things will start to sort of calm down a little bit. I know he pushes your button, but if you can remember to, things will calm down. Yeah. So I think you're moving in the right direction. Definitely tells me that you're moving in the right direction. There's happiness and joy on the horizon. Yep. Yeah. Definitely keep your boundaries. Totally keep your boundaries. Yeah, definitely. It's just how you choose to move through the situation. You'll get there. It's definitely moving in the right direction. Right, that's it from me. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome, as always. Okay, so that's it from me. I am had it. I was up super early before 7 o'clock this morning, and I'm absolutely at it. So yeah, time to rest, time to relax a little. Go jump in the sun for sure. Okay, take care, everybody. Blessed be, and enjoy the rest of your evening. Go party, party, party. For some of you that are partying. Don't forget to check out my Ko-Fi links. Go check out the links down below.